welcome to another episode of the Daily Rift. I am Twiz, and I'm going to be your host this evening. And this Daily Rift we got from clgaming.net, and it is called... I don't know why we're so laggy here. Oh, probably because we're not playing. Let's see if this... Oh, yeah, that gets much better. All right. It is called The Comeback Number 2. So, players that are going to be playing in this, you can take a look at them here and see, and for some reason my shift window didn't work, so I do apologize about the borders up at the top there. But, the players, we have a Burger Tank rocking out TMO. Just Payne is on Katarina. Got Cereal on Shen. Luxer on Tristana. And Ramen Fox on Rise. And that's going to round up your blue team. And as we go over to the purple team, we're going to be seeing Jester 7 on LeBlanc. Miona on Ash. Alex Blue on Nidalee, John 1 Deer on Malphite, and Castelli is going to be Fiddlesticks. So, right away, let's go ahead and take a quick peek. I'm going to pause here and take a quick peek at starting items as we just give you the rundown of theirs. Teemo Boots and a couple health pots, 3 Door and Shields as we're seeing here from Cat, Shen, and Tristana, a Sapphire Crystal, and some health potions from Rise. And that's all that we can see because we haven't seen anything else yet. So, that's going to be your starting items for him here. And immediately we're seeing these guys go straight into the jungle here. So, like, you know what? We're going after the jungle, and hopefully we can gank. Let me see who their jungler is. I don't see a jungle on either one of these teams. I have no clue what elo these are. And immediately we're seeing some action already taking place here as Malphite being forced all the way back there, and he does pop his ghost and attempts to run. But Rise running in there and taking some tower shots early on, already at half health here. And we're seeing Nidalee just beginning to drop those traps down and make sure she's going to keep line of sight on these guys. No spear pokes from her early, which is kind of sad to see, but the traps are going to help her out. But like I said, I don't know what the elo was on this, but it had like 485 downloads on clgaming.net, so I thought it was worth a shot. And then we see Ash coming in here with the volley. Rise taking down to very, very low health here, and it looks like he does ghost and make sure he's getting out of this fight. Ash, LeBlanc, and Malphite, all three following and chasing these guys out of the woods. And away they go. So it looks like we're going to be seeing, I don't know why we have 3 bottom right now, but stuff should get changed up here. Tristana, I believe, heading towards the top lane. Rise, I believe, is going middle. And Katarina, finally, I think she's going to start to head to the tri-lane down here. Am I missing something? Are tri-lanes now popular in LoL? No, I wasn't missing anything. I hadn't casted Han for a long time, and they asked me to come back and they said, hey Twiz, we have this Han match. Can you cast it? I'm like, okay, yeah, fine, it's Han, dude. I know Han. And I start talking about the stuff, and all of a sudden I see 3 people going to the bottom lane. I'm like, okay. And man, did I look like an idiot, because tri-lanes are something that you see in Dota and Han now. So, we see Rise and Tristana top. Nobody in middle against LeBlanc. And these guys now dive over here to pick up 2 kills, but 1 person goes down. I am just very, very confused at this, guys. I've casted quite a bit of League of Legends in my time here playing, and I've yet to see this much disorganization early on in the game. So we finally have 1 person in middle, and I think now we're going to have 2 people going top, and then 2 people going bottom. Whatever this little strategy is, it does pick them up 2 early kills here, and 1 early death for somebody. Sorry about that. There's like a bug on my wall, and I was like, what the hell is this bug doing here? So, we're going to have Rise and LeBlanc in middle. Fiddlesticks up top, along with Ash, going to be taking on Tristana and Katarina. And then Shen Teemo is going to be the bottom lane here. So, early on in this game, let's take a quick peek at CS. I mean, we might as well. Wow, another death already. We're like 4 minutes in and already had three kills. Rise was able to take down take down LeBlanc there in the middle lane. And now we see a lot of action again happening up top here. Fiddlesticks running into Katarina there in the woods. Rocket jump from Tristana right around to them. And we're going to see a fear and a drain on Tristana right now. Ash continuing to poke away with those arrows. Tristana very, very low on health, being forced back out of this. She does not have any health potions. But then we see a Shunpo from Cat. But that's not going to do nothing because Ash does land that crit on her. And we see her health immediately dropping down below half. And Ash and Fiddlesticks doing a strong job here maintaining the top lane and definitely keeping control there, dominating it early on. Good ward placement early from these guys as we see Tristana and Cat both warding that bush there to make sure that they're safe. And as we get forced down here to the bottom lane, we're seeing Shen trying to chase down Malphite. Teemo not able to get in that fight. He was forced back out of here. Heal from Nidalee, and that is going to let these guys get the opportunity to push back here. Are we going to see another dive? I believe Malphite is almost dead here. Teemo taking a tower shot from this. Malphite trying to run. Shen coming in there with the taunt, and he does get it, and he gets the kill there. Wow, not something that you're expecting this early. We are 5-1 right now as the current scores. 5 minutes and 41 seconds into this game. Teemo now beginning to use a lot of this harass on Nidalee, and I don't believe that he ate that spear from her, but she does throw a spear. He's using this health spot here now. And again, a lot of early warding, so that's something that I really like seeing. But with no jungler, it's important, but not too important. Mia calls will suffice for now. So Malphite returning to the lane after its untimely demise there. So as far as the middle lane's going, LeBlanc at 13 CS right now, Rise at 6. So LeBlanc doing a little bit stronger, making with last hitting. And we see the ever so many complain of lag. LeBlanc now coming in on Rise there, and she does take him down in the middle lane, and he was sitting there at pretty low health. I didn't know if that health was his true health or just something that the replay was making up. But she does drop him down. And now they began to toss out ping onto her as she's sitting there with just a few health bars left. And attempting to basically just gather up some of these last hits. Sorry if I'm not too talkative today, guys, for this daily. A little bit tired. But I just wanted to make sure we get something on the site. The replay system hadn't been working for a few days, so now I'm glad that it's back up, and we're going to be able to take this opportunity to get something posted up for you. We did have something up there last night from Clint Leewood, but it was, I don't know what had messed up on it. It was just really, really laggy. Shen now going after Malphite, and there's a lot of harass back and forth here, but they've yet to be able to use this as a strong opportunity to zone these guys out from the bottom lane. Let's take a gander up at the top here, and Fiddlesticks with the fear. Katarina in there with her ultimate. Will that be enough to get him to drop down? I don't believe it will. These guys all at very, very low health. Ash level 5. Will she hit level 6 in time to get that ult off and kill one of these guys and bring them to their doom? Fiddlesticks is level 6. Ash has got to be getting close. She's just waiting for it. Dun, 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 dun. Couple creepy kills away. Oh, another volley. She's like just begging for level 6 here. Please, please, please hit 6. Please hit 6. Fiddlesticks going in there after that kill now, but looks like Trist is going to be able to kill him. But he does take down Cat, but Trist was just like right on him right away whenever that had happened. And man, Ash must not be really close to 6 at all, because even after that kill, that was not enough to put her to where she'd have her arrow. I don't think that this is LeBlanc's real health here in middle lane. Oh, and I should, what is it under interface?
An enemy has been slain.
So down goes Ash at the top lane. I believe that's who dropped. And LeBlanc being taken down in the middle lane from Rise. So I just remembered that somebody told me that I needed to, okay, there we go. Turn that off. Flash red when damaged. Okay. Much better. So, alright. Looks like they dropped down at the bottom lane. Teemo did die there. And now we're seeing Malphite and Nilly both banging away at the tower here. This should be a lot better now that I turned off the, light up red whenever hit thing. So Shen now trying to come here and get the taunt on Malphite. Malphite does get held up. They're taking a couple shots from the tower. Exhaust is off, and these guys are chasing him down. And he is at very, very low health now. Finally, his health does come back up. 1 bar left as all these people are now chasing him. Tristana as well as Shen hoping to go in there. And I would not be surprised if we see him go for another dive, which he had already done earlier. Not scared at all, man. This guy will go balls to the wall after these towers early on. And, they don't stop him. We're about at the time, we're actually a little past the time where you're going to be seeing a lot of action around Dragon. Neither team having a jungler, though, it's not going to make it the utmost importance. So Malphite's still at really low health here, as Shen's trying to go after him, not enough to take him down. I'm sure he's got a little bit more health than what we're seeing there.
An ally has been slain.
LeBlanc taking down Rise in middle. Man, I'm just not landing any of these kills here. I'm just like super out of it right now. LeBlanc using this as a strong opportunity to damage the tower here in middle. Nobody coming around to even help with that, though. So if she can just get these creeps pushed right back up there, she'll be able to do even more damage to it. Now we're seeing Shen come around through here. Dragon is still up. Neither team able to take advantage to kill that dragon and get that global gold. LeBlanc backing up off of that, noticing that the lanes have gone missing. Katarina going to be the first one to respond to the problems in middle. And looks like Shen may have himself in a little bit of trouble here, as we do see 4 people from the purple team, and poor little Shen here by himself. Teemo trying to run away. Teemo going down to the people there. Nidalee landing that great spear. Fiddlesticks coming in there as well, assisting with that. Shen now being feared. Drain from Fiddlesticks, going to take him down to a little bit under half health now. These 3 guys just kind of fighting around in this bush here. Katarina putting herself in a bad position up here because she could have easily been just taken out. At this point, who are they catching there? Is that LeBlanc? Tries to shun flow to LeBlanc. LeBlanc using LeBlanc's passive, going to get her out of that. Ooh, arrow from Nidalee barely missing it. Rise now in a very, very bad situation here as he's attempting to go after Fiddlesticks. Feared, trying to run away, and he might be able to get out of here. Nidalee coming in cat form now, chasing him down, but he's going to be fast enough that he can get out of there. No problems with that. And that's going to be leaving Teemo and Ash basically free farming up at this top lane. And the action coming back off, ultimate from Fiddlesticks, and Shen's going to be the one that needs that fear. Malphite coming in with his ultimate beautifully placed, and now we're seeing the blue team just completely drop down. Malphite now trying to chase down Rise. Rise at no health, trying to run away, and we do see him get stunned. The snare is going to be the big thing that holds him back and not going to give him the opportunity there. Shunpo, as well as the bouncing blades from Katarina, and those guys are barely going to be able to escape here. Right now, score 10-8. Rise getting out of there with that no health. I would have been surprised if we would have seen that Ash arrow fly across the map and pow him in the face. But it does not happen. 13 minutes, 31, 32, 33 seconds into this game, or some odd stuff there. And let's go ahead and do a quick pause here and just take a quick peek at some of the items that we've got going on right now. So Teemo picking up the Merc Treads, a giant belt coming out of Cat that's going to be going to her Ralai's Crystal Scepter. Shen building up towards his Aegis of the Legion, as he has a couple of the core items for that as well. Tristana grabbing those Berserker Greaves, and that's going to give her a little bit more attack speed while in the lane. And Rise picking up that Tear of the Goddess, which since his rework, mana becomes his best friend, and he's going to be building that into an Archangel staff early on, as well as picking up some good defensive items. LeBlanc just picked up one of the Amplifying Tomes. thought that's what it was. I almost forgot though. Ash boots of swiftness, and Doran's blade. Stars are Doran's blade, and then we just see some rings, some boots, sorcerer's shoes out of Fiddle. So, good opportunity here to take a look at the CS as well. Ash leading the way with 40 right now. Shortly behind that's going to be Timo sitting at 35. But 37 out of Nearly, 36 out of LeBlanc. Purple team definitely doing a little bit stronger job farming those neutrals, the minions there in lane. God, I apologize, guys. I am just so out of it. I don't know what's wrong with me right now. I guess everybody has their bad days, and the same thing is said for shoutcasters, so. Fiddlesticks going after Cat. Cat with the Shunpo reversal back through the bush, and she's going to be dipping out of there. Ash now running into Rise and Timo, and I'm sure Rise has more health than that. The volley there, and then we do see the snare. I don't know exactly what happened there, but it looks like an Ash arrow went right through Rise. And he is going to be getting out of there. As now Fiddlesticks trying to come and recover from this. Rise going to run into him. Couple of the skills going off here, and then following up with the drain. Katarina coming up from behind, and now we're going to be seeing Fiddlesticks take all that damage as he drops down there. And that's going to put the score 12-8 right now in favor of the blue team. Purple team doing a little bit stronger job farming, and a little bit of action down at the bottom lane as we're seeing Shen and Tristana trying to fight off Malphite and Nidalee hiding in the bush here, trying to get those spears.
An ally has been slain.
And looks like we did see an attempted tower dive there as Rise does go down at the hands of LeBlanc. And down goes Malphite. So right now, blue team taking a very, very solid start to this game as far as champion kills goes. Excuse me. But like I said before, the purple team doing a much stronger job in lane with CSing and just picking up those minion waves over and over. Timo attempting to push the top lane here. What did I just click? Am I like trying to ping or something? Oh, okay. Cat recalling here, but she is about to go down. Fiddlesticks trying to chase down. She jumps back in there for some unknown reason to die. Okay, don't get that, but whatever, we'll move on. This game right now, very, very disorganized from the beginning. These guys don't know exactly what they're going to do. A lot of floating and roaming going on by champs that usually you wouldn't see in those positions. Fiddlesticks taking down Rise, because Rise overextending again in middle. Shen was there, but not able to help him get out of that. Both teams are rather balanced. Two very strong takes of this game. Malphite and Shen. I guess let's look at. I'm sure Cat's going. Yeah, Cat's going AP. What is Timo going? Timo going AD as we see him picking up the Madrid's Razors pretty early on here. Ash already with a pickaxe. Rise just kind of hanging out here, snowballing it. Magi's an ult from Ash is going to get these guys to commit here, but we see Nidalee come around. Ash does drop down at the hands of Rise and Timo, and now Tristana there trying to help out and pushing these guys back, and everybody trying to run away. Ult in there from Katarina, and down goes Malphite, as we're seeing Malphite basically taking a lot of that stuff there. These guys possibly going for a dive. Yes, we're seeing the dive here from Cat. Cat just taking a ton of tower damage right now. The rest of the team over here, they're all able to take down Fiddlesticks, but Cat sitting here. Or not Cat, but Nidalee sitting here at half health. LeBlanc there, and down goes the LeBlanc is not down here. There she goes. Nidalee trying to come in here and pick up a kill. Katarina following up with that. Nearly 3 bars of health, and they're just going to leave her there. She gets away and gets lucky that time. But Cat may not get so lucky as they're going in right now, and oh, barely taken down. Tristana and Cat, they're both combining their powers to be able to take down that Nidalee, who was sitting at well over half health, trying to go in and just pick her up a little kill there, and she ends up being the one to take it. Tristana all pushing Ash back, and now the rest of the team beginning to come back up towards top. Fiddlesticks running into Teemo here. Fear followed up with Drain. Leaves him sitting at half health as he's dropping some shrooms along the way to try to make sure that he can get out of there. A lot of the action still revolving around the top lane. Rise able to catch Fiddlesticks there, but no, this is going to be a 4-on-1 situation as Rise immediately taken down by all that damage that those guys put out right there. These guys now beginning their fair share of tower dying. Shen ultimate coming on to Teemo right now, and now it's going to leave Shen and Teemo both there. No taunt early on to hold any of these guys in place. Which was very, very surprising as they were all free roaming right out of that tower. LeBlanc trying to come in here, using that burst damage, and she is able to do in taking down Teemo. And now we're seeing Katarina going after Malphite. Draining, going on, no way to get him out of that drain. Shen just poking. All angles these guys are running in from, and this is putting Cat and Shen in a really bad spot. Shen using his dash to attempt to get out of here, but this is going to leave Cat out to die. Shen trying to run away here, being poked by Ash. Ash with a slow. He does get back to the tower. (18-16) this current score, guys. 20 minutes into this game. God, I feel like I'm coming down with a cold or something. I'm just like not all here. And look at all that burst immediately happening right now as we're seeing a spear from Nidalee as well as the ult from Fiddlesticks coming right into these guys. And this team now, Purple Team, not showing any fear towards the tower as well, as we're seeing all three of these guys beginning to come in and possibly go for a dive again. Mushroom's going to be holding him back, holding LeBlanc back there. Score 19-19, even up right now. No towers down yet, but the Purple Team trying really hard to push down this top tower. As we're seeing Cat and Teemo both sitting here hanging out. Another spear from Nidalee. This one's going to be a miss, and these guys may be able to actually get this tower down here. And LeBlanc coming in, and down drops Teemo. Cat being taken, just being kind of pounded on by Malphite here. She does get her ultimate off, and that's not going to stop the four of those guys from just demolishing her as she drops down here as well. Top tower does go down. And that's going to move that score 21-19 in favor of the Purple Team. Purple Team doing a very, very strong job right now in this game, coming back from that little bit of an early lead that we've seen out of the Blue Team. So a little bit more snowballing right now. Rise way overextended in middle lane as he's being forced to ghost and attempt to escape out of here. And down goes bottom turret. So LeBlanc pushes those creeps up there, and that bottom turret now goes down. We did see Malphite and Nidalee beating away at it earlier, so now they just came back up, finished that out. And the middle turret's going to be these guys' next step. And we possibly may see a push going in here. As for summoner spells, usually I try to get summoner spells in early in the game. I'm not going to try to do it in the middle of the team fight. But just be aware that we could be seeing some flashes up here. Well, only flash should be Nidalee, which is a... And then Saley, Gabe, changing flash. And what a spear that we just seen there as it immediately takes Tristana down the wall. Shen trying to go in and commit without his team being ready. LeBlanc coming back, and down drops Rise as LeBlanc goes straight after. Malphite coming in here as well. Katarina ult off, and these guys are all sitting at very medium health right now. Malphite kind of low, LeBlanc low, but Nidalee and Ash still there at pretty solid health right now. The rest, and there we're seeing the initiation from these guys as an Ash Arrow comes in, followed up by that Fiddlesticks ultimate, and now Shen being feared, he's going to drop down here as well. That's leaving Cat and Justana, only 2 people left, as three of the blue team do go down there, and that's going to be the end of this middle tower. There's not going to be much that the blue team can do about it. Maybe not. These guys shouldn't have a problem pushing this up. And down goes that middle tower. These guys could be pushing their luck, going for 2. Rise now up, and we're seeing the rest of the team kind of bobbling around back here, waiting to come back into the fight. Another spear from Nidalee, missing that one, though. LeBlanc does take a couple of tower shots there, so if these guys are attempting to counter push, this would be a good opportunity here, as a lot of the team is very low on health right now. But I don't see anybody really beginning to put themselves in a position to go for that counter push. Everybody just kind of hovering around that tower. Another Nidalee spear, not hitting that. LeBlanc trying to come in, and she does drop down there to the hands of Burger Tank. Justana with her rocket jump trying to come in here, but she's immediately forcing herself back out of that fight. Kind of a waste there, as she wasn't able to completely commit. I believe what she was trying to do with Malphite was repositioning herself on the other side of Malphite, using the ult to dock into the tower. Again, guys, like I said, I am kind of tired here. Shen way overextended right now. Cat trying to come in with her ultimate. Ash Arrow going to be holding these guys back. Ash at very, very low health as we're seeing Tristana and Cat going to finish up with that. And now these guys possibly going to go for the dive. But no, they are not. Score very, very even throughout this middle part of the game. 21-24, the current kills for both the teams. You guys can kind of see that up here. Middle tower gonna... No! Fiddlesticks ultimate! The tower doesn't go down. Fiddlesticks trying to come here with his ultimate. Immediately taken to half health by Rise, and he's gonna fall! Tries to go in there to save that, but what a waste of an ultimate and what a lost cause there, because that tower was down and there was not anything that Fiddle was going to be able to do about it. So, now it's a good... Oh... Okay, so Shen is disconnected. Now it's going to be a good time to pause it and take a look at some of the items that we're seeing here. Again, Rise and Cat both going to be snowballing it up. LeBlanc picking up her Magi Soul Stealer as well. Cat does grab that Ryal's Crystal Scepter, and there's that Archangel Staff that we said we were going to see out of it. Tristana looks like she is going for that early IE, so rushing that. Ash already picking up her Infinity's Edge, so a little bit further ahead in CS, 85-61. Plus, I believe Ash has only 3 kills. Tristana has 5. Rabadon's out of mid, and Rabadon's out of fiddle, and that's going to be the item update right now. So we're past the laning phase by far, as we're 26 minutes into the game. Cat's going to grab this farm here. But here's what really needs to happen. LeBlanc and Nidalee are putting out a lot of the damage that we're seeing here. And you're not necessarily going to notice it by score. I mean, yeah, they both have the 2 highest scores in the game. But this is where they shine. You'll see Nidalee and LeBlanc both scaling on AP, shining real early, or shining really well in this middle game. So your focus almost has to be on one of those. Nidalee can easily get pushed out of the fight and be forced to run away. LeBlanc's passive makes it very difficult to make sure that you're targeting the right one. But it needs to be done. And I would say that those would be a strong start here. But Rise way out of position here, does get caught up in the woods by the rest of this team here. And dropping down. And that's only 4 of these guys attempting to push these bottom towers now. So 1 tower to 3 towers right now, and I don't even know the dragon status. I'm sure that the dragon has been taken by the purple team most of the time so far. Shen does come back. And if you notice a lot of the crap talking down here, this is what a lot of the ranked queues come to. I know I've had my fair share of it today. turret goes down, and now look at this. Down's going the inhib as well, as these guys are attempting to go after this. Shen trying to come up here, and he made an attempt to commit himself into this fight, but does not. So bottom turret and inhibitor have gone down for the blue team. Yay for this camera mode. We can just see what Cat's doing. Sorry guys, I won't be too lazy here. Rise ghosting himself out here, attempting to go after Nidalee. Malphite pushing him back right away as we're seeing him immediately losing a lot of health here. This middle tower taking a ton of damage. These guys need to get out of here and they need to come back up here and defend middle. A lot of the purple team positioned right here in the woods right now. Another spear from Nidalee, not landing this time either. She's missed quite a few of those early on in this game. LeBlanc catching Tristana here. The rest of the team positioned up there. This would be a great opportunity if you can get LeBlanc alone to take her out. I still believe that right now blue team's very, very strong in a team fight. They need to be the one to initiate, though. They don't need to have Malphite initiate and then watch their damage just immediately get bursted down by LeBlanc and Nid. So, a big misposition from this team so far. Nobody really knowing where they're wanting to go right now. Middle tower very, very, very low. Just a couple shots away from dropping down. Cat positioned way up here for no reason, and she does run into Fiddlestick. Still positioned there. She needs to... I don't understand, like, what her being there is going to do. Like, what good is it if she's there? She's gonna like, now she's way out of position for this fight that's getting ready to happen here, as we're seeing LeBlanc taking a lot of damage from Rise. Tristana rocket jumping over here, but not focusing the right one. Ash arrow in, forcing Tristana back out of this fight. Malphite trying to run, Tristana using her ult to get out of there. Fiddlestick's about to drop down at the hands of these guys. Cat using Sunpo, and that's going to make him drop. And this is going to leave Shen and Cat both here. And Rise definitely not in the spot that he wants to be right now, as he is put in a 3-on-1 situation as Shen does go down. Rise drops down there as well. Cat barely running away to escape from this. And how did that fight go? 3 for 2? So 3 for 2. That fight not in their favor right now. Neutral creeps pushed all the way up here. This turret halfway down here. Middle tower going down as well. And that's going to leave these guys all the way in here at the far inhibitor. Or far... I don't know why. I don't know what's up with me today. The turret and the inhibitor. LeBlanc telling in here to make sure that she can help with the rest of her team out. I don't know if they're going to attempt to commit on this or not. These guys have a lot of poke between Ash and Nidalee. We're seeing these guys immediately health just dropping down. And LeBlanc grabbing that mushroom there. Ash Volley's poking through here as well. Trying to chip these guys away. That's one of the benefits that the purple team does have right now, is they do have that Ash Volley as well as that Nidalee poke. So the Nidalee Spear to really poke and chip these guys down. Choosing to use bottom lane as their main source of entrance right now. Malphite trying to run in, immediately beginning to target Rise. And there we see ultimate going off, and they're immediately trying to focus and take him down, but Rise does drop down here. Fiddlestick's up with his ultimate, trying to kill nobody, but Shen dropping as well. And that's going to leave middle tower going down. These guys are just not in a situation where they can defend it. 24-30 is the score right now. Nidalee sitting at 11-2, carrying this team to victory right now. But Ash has definitely become very, very strong as well. And now we are here, and they're beginning to want to go for this inhib. One of the inhib towers nearly down here, one hit away. So So 2 inhibs down already. Purple team in a devastating lead up to this point. And bottom inhib coming back up. 197 AP out of Cat. Now it looks like they are going to attempt to commit themselves into this fight, but Tristana eating that spear from Nidalee, immediately taking her from nearly full to half health. And LeBlanc grabbing a hold of Cat from the side here. And this could be a mistake. Gosh, this tower getting a lot of damage from the minions here. Neutral minions pushing middle. At this point, Shen trying to come in with the taunt, and now they're immediately targeting Nidalee. Nidalee almost dead. She does drop down. Katarina using the ult there. That's going to help that. Ash arrow, and that's going to push Cat right in the face. She's trying to run right now. LeBlanc in and out, and Cat coming back around, and down going. Oh, down goes Ash. But LeBlanc, or no, that was Fiddle there, being able to take her down. And Shen now going after the LeBlanc and the Fiddle here. Only one left with some health. No help from any of the rest of his team. He could drop down here as well. But look at all of this. The neutral creeps is pushing way up inside of here. Okay, I don't know why I said neutral creeps either. It's the purple creeps. They're not neutral. They're on team purple. I'm just way too tired to be doing dailies, guys, today. But I wanted to get one out here, and I'm a little frustrated. I mean, I spent the whole morning rocking out some solo queue, and never in my life have I met so many just complete douchers in solo ranks. Like, whether we won or lost, it's just like everybody was shit talking the entire time. It's getting pretty ridiculous. 34 minutes and 13 seconds into this game right now. Cat with 7 stacks on her Magi's. I thought I seen Rise with the Magi's too. Did Rise get rid of his? I think Rise sold his. Yeah, he must have. Glacial Shroud going into the Frozen Heart here. From Rise. Malphite, we just seen him peek in there from the corner. More spears coming off from the sides, and it's just not a lot that these guys are going to be able to do. Ash possibly going for an arrow here, just to get the initiation. Focusing now, being very, very aggressive. They have just turned inside. They're going to be aggressive here and push up into this middle lane. Neutral or minions pushing around from here, and I don't know. I just got messaged in League of Legends, but oh well. Try to give it my all here and at least make the rest of this performance somewhat good. And we might be looking at some action here. Shen being taken down to very low health, attempting to come in right now. And Cat in with their ultimate, Ash immediately dropping down. And we're seeing them now beginning to do all their focus on the Malphite drain from Fiddle, but it's being pushed away from Tristana. What a good job here as they were able to do that. Cat picking up another kill here. And now we're seeing Nidalee trying to run away here. These guys are all trying to run and hide. Shunpo there, and he goes down, and a double kill from Cat. And these guys have all completely dropped, and that has turned into an ace. And that has going to be something that's going to put the blue team back into this game here. They're going to have to use this as a very strong opportunity and begin pushing up through this middle lane. Both inhibs are now back up. This is giving them a strong opportunity to push Cat up to 14 stacks right now, 272 AP, doing a good job there and able to grab up some of those kills. Two towers to 3, 6, 8 towers right now is what we're looking at. Let's look at this death timer. Ash now coming back up. Fiddlestick's going to come up as well here. And they did not get any good opportunity out of that. No towers were pushed. They weren't even able to come up and aggressively ward Baron up here. We might see Teemo dropping off a couple of the Teemo shrooms. Yep, some shrooms going up around Baron, but no wards. Ash eating that mushroom there. Seeing Fiddle and Malphite here as well, so now they need to really be careful to not let Purple Team sneak a Baron in here. Just placement alone there allowed them to win that last team fight, but if these guys pick up Baron, it won't be good. Cat trying to come in on Ash. We see Ash just losing a ton of health there and beginning to run away. The rest of the team positioned up in this area right here, except for Nidalee. Nidalee down here trying to gather up a little bit more farm. And back to bottom lane here, so we see the purple team beginning to set up to push down there. All 5 members here. And now we're going to see the rest of the 5 members of the blue team. Everybody going to begin congregating around this inhibitor as we now see purple team here and ready to commit themselves possibly to this fight. Again, they're going to fall back and try to do that chip damage here and make sure they set themselves up at a time where they can come in and guarantee themselves the victory in the team fight. And by doing that, we're going to see Nidalee a lot of spears from the sides. Ash using that volley very, very frequently, just enough to poke these guys down. Nidalee spear not able to hit anybody there again. Cat repositioning herself back around there. She's always tried to position into the back so she can come in and try to get those squishies out of the back there. 39 minutes, 14 seconds into this game. Cat being the MVP right now for the blue team, while LeBlanc and Nidalee definitely holding their own for the purple team. And it won't be long until we see Ash beginning to make her way up here. And they do catch Malphite alone. Malphite possibly going down. He does drop down. And now this is going to put them into a 4-on-5 situation if they can force a team fight here. This gives them a very, very strong opportunity to begin to push the middle lane and possibly gather up this tower, or at least maybe force a fight, and then maybe go back to a Baron. Ash trying to teleport away from that. I don't know what she was thinking, but she goes down here. And now we're going to see Nidalee just taking a ton of damage. Susana rocket jump in, and Nidalee running away from this. And this could cost these guys a tower and an inhib here. And they're signaling that they may be going back and getting Baron, which is exactly what I would do in this situation. No, they're saying no, go for the tower, go for the inhib. Rise being forced out of that fight as he eats one of those spears from Nidalee. Nidalee up to 436 AP, and Fiddle being pushed way back there from Tristana's ultimate. LeBlanc coming in from the side puts Teemo in a bad spot. Here's Teemo at 147 health, trying to go away from this. Nidalee trying to barely catch up enough to do that. Run fast from Teemo, going to get him out of there. Cat still full health, going to be able to escape this as well. So they got the tower, but they were unable to get that Baron buff, which would have been the key element to making sure that they were going to come out victorious in their next team fight. Instead, they did lose Rise, as well as losing Shen in that fight as well. Nidalee trying to chase all the way up there. Cat coming up and killing her. Cat at 19 stacks right now. 338 HP, as she has got a Negatron's cloak. Let's see what she's going to be building up here. She had plenty of kills and should be able to pick up an item. Abyssal Scepter. Very nice switch there. It'll help Rise out as well, so pretty strong item. Ash is not here in this fight, so don't look for Purple Team to... I don't know why Purple Team's here without Ash there. Because they may not plan on engaging, but they're putting themselves in a very, very strong predicament where they can be engaged on. And this should be a very good wake-up sign that they're at Baron. They could catch LeBlanc there. Tristana beating away at LeBlanc's flash. Is that going to be enough to kill her? Yes, it is. She does go down. What is Tristana's items? 241 damage. She does pick up that IE and a Last Whisper. So, very, very strong core items for her there. Cat, not in a good spot either. Ultimate's going to hold Teemo back, but Tristana's just going to destroy her. Tristana, along with Cat, just annihilating the Ashe there. And these guys now coming up and going to be at the inhibitor here. Malphite ultimate in, hitting pretty much nobody, and now he's beginning just to chase Tristana. Rise is going to snare him and then run back and make sure that he helps his team out. Teemo almost dropping down to the Nidalee spear there. And now they're going to fall back and make sure that this Malphite takes some punishment here. Cat trying to take him down, but no, he's going to be able to escape back to the tower. .43 minutes, 20 seconds into the game here. And they are able to take down the top tower as well. So this game has definitely gone through a very, very strong turnaround, and this could be a good opportunity for these guys to take advantage of gathering the Baron buff here. So we see them rotating around here. Not a lot of warding up, though, that's going to protect them from this. But then again, there are a couple people down right now. Nidalee and Fiddlesticks both being dead is going to leave these guys a wide open space to take that. Purple team completely unaware of what's going on right now. And there they are grabbing it, and they now have Baron. So Tristana backing to pick up another item here. And it's really interesting to see exactly what her next item is going to be. She does pick up the Megatron Cloak, so probably a Banshee's Veil to give her a little bit more survivability. Teemo picking up Madder's Blood Razor as well as the Bloodthirster, so some very good damage output as well as some life steal to hold him and allow him to sustain himself longer throughout team fights. Tristana goes back and doesn't buy anything, but just went back to go back. Cat picking up another Negatron Cloak, and this one might be going towards her her Banshee's Veil. So Hextech Gunblade, the Rallies, and the Abyssal Scepter puts her with the Baron buff at 500, Baron buff and Blue Pot at 506 AP, which means her Shunpo does over 600 damage by itself, nearly 620. Ultimate does 170 something, so it's pretty strong. And even the Bouncing Blades scale pretty well and doing a little bit of damage here later in the game. So they have Baron and they're now going to just go grab Dragon. Possibly going to wait for a Rise, but they may just decide to go in here and just push and end this. I've really felt that the blue teams had a pretty strong team during the team fights. Just their positioning was way, way off in a lot of these fights, so it was really easy to get in a situation where you don't really know what's going on and you're just attacking random people. So now they began to focus people appropriately, you're seeing them just do a lot more damage and really fight more efficiently during the team fights. Tower drops down and there's the LOL backdoor sign. Sorry, I don't have a whole lot to talk about right now, guys. Just a lot of nothing really going on here. So Ash needs to make sure she stays positioned over here. There's no way to get her out of there unless she gets flashed on, but she can do a lot of good poke from the side area here. And that volley's just doing a ton of damage to here. Shen does drop down. The Ash arrow goes straight through onto Timo. Timo flying to flash away and run away from Italy right now. Cat, or Rise using the snare to hold Malphite back. Cat is able to catch up to Timo and puts those guys in a losing predicament there for that fight. As two of them go down. Oh no! And look at that! I thought that it was going to be safe, but no, Rise is not safe. Rise goes down to the hands of all three of those guys as he was trying to teleport back to safety.
The enemy's inhibitor is respawning.
So here comes Trish, going to possibly try to go up and backdoor, but Italy was going to do that. Tristana grabs a hold of her and basically just annihilating her. You've just seen her just drop like crazy. Cat in it! Oh! What a Shunpo and down falls LeBlanc. So Cat very, very strong right now. A ton of damage output. Cat picking up that Banshees. Trish picking up the Banshees as well. Timo throws him out. Good item choice for him there. And Rise with no Banshees, a little bit odd. These guys ready to go here. Ash using her stuff, but going the wrong way. Tristana rocket jumping over the wall there, and these guys are going down here. Shen and Cat both chasing them down. Cat going right after Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks being forced out of that fight. Fiddlesticks is going to die, and there's going to be the kill. Wow, picks up all those kills there. And now Cat trying to chase down Nidalee. Nidalee a little bit pushed out, but she's going to get back to that tower here. Spear is going to be hitting the minion.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
LeBlanc does come up. Fiddle and Hib dropping down. Rush there. Top turret getting destroyed. Bottom turret getting destroyed. All inhibs going down. I have yet to cast a replay where all three inhibs have gone down and a team still came back and made it.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
So inhib tower down, inhib tower down, and inhib tower down again. And Tristana's just putting out a ton of damage right now. That's going to be one of the big things. The Cat's putting out a lot, but so is Tristana. Oh my god, Ash just sat there, poke, and then Cat comes in. Shen going to be able to hold him up there. Malphite coming in, that's going to shut them down. And look at this Nexus dropping down as they're busy trying to chase down Shen. But the Nexus is going down to some of these minions. Tristana coming back around, trying to beat away at the Nexus. Nexus almost there, nearly down. Couple hits away. What is going to happen here? They were not able to take it down. I thought for sure that it was just going to die as well. So now Purple Team being forced to defend a nearly dead Nexus. LeBlanc attempting to come in here for a backdoor. Next person not up for another 20 seconds. LeBlanc's backdoor is not going to do much. And there's the minions on her. Yeah, those minions are just doing a ton of damage. Cat now up. LeBlanc possibly coming back in for another backdoor attempt here. Timo using Run Fast, and the minion's going to be the one that picks up the kill there. as these guys force way back there. Nexus beginning to regenerate itself, almost back to halfway. But this game is over, guys. We're at 51 minutes, and we are beyond over. But it is called Comeback 2, but I don't think that the losing team's going to be the one that posts the replay of this. So, right now, all these guys just running over here and, getting ready to finish this off. No reason that one solid push will not end this. Still waiting here as we're looking at blue team beginning to decide what course of action they want to take. And here they go. They are going in. Tristana immediately jumping in. Tristana only focusing the Nexus right now. Ashiel going on to her. Fiddles up in with his ultimate, and down they go. The Nexus is nearly dead right now. Shed all off, and it is almost down. A couple hits away. The minions are there. It is just taps away. Shed coming in with his dash, and down, boom, goes the Nexus, and that is over, guys. 52-minute, 53, 50-odd minute match there. Thank you for joining us for the Daily Rift. Otherwise, don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube up top. Make sure you rate us down below, and tell your friends about it. Sorry that the commentary was a little bit off tonight, but I just wanted to get something up, and I am way tired, so I'm off to bed, guys. And again, thanks for watching the Daily Rift. Adios.